Hello everyone, my name is Navin Ramalingam. I'm a second year student here at University of Minnesota Law School. I'm originally from southern India, that's where I was born and raised. I went to school and college there. I also worked there for a few years as a software programmer. I moved stateside, I want to say 8-9 years ago. For my master's, I went to University of Cincinnati. I have a master's in information systems, and I also worked as a management consultant both here in Minneapolis and in Chicago for 5 to 6 years before I decided to come to law school. I am a member of the Diversity and Belonging Committee. It is made up of staff members, faculty, administration, and students. It is such a rare opportunity in law school to closely work in tandem with, say, dean of students and the faculty members who might teach you courses. The goal of the diversity committee is to promote a welcoming and inclusive environment for all the students, including folks from underrepresented communities, and basically help equip all students to attain cultural competency and work towards mitigating systemic biases, both implicit and explicit. My association with the Diversity and Belonging Committee is one of my proudest achievements in law school. For the past 2 years, I would highlight two different programs that I've been part of that I'm really proud of too. The first one is Minding the Justice Gap Scholarship Series. This was something that we came up during the beginning of this past academic year, where we decided that we'll bring some scholar from the Twin Cities area who is doing a lot of research on a particular topic that is relevant and useful for students. And we brought in Professor Myron Orfield, who also happens to be a professor here in this law school. And he also heads the Institute on Metropolitan Opportunity. And the topic was about school segregation. And it was highly informative for students when we facilitated a Q&A and asked him about the research that Institute on Metropolitan Opportunity does when it comes to schools, housing, and other related studies here in the Twin Cities metropolitan area. The other opportunity that I had a chance to partake in is the MLK convocation here at Minnesota Law. Every year during the Black History Month, around the time of MLK's birthday, we bring in folks, thought leaders, and legal scholars from the Twin Cities metro area and ask them to ruminate on MLK's legacy. And they usually propose topics or codes for us to prepare in preparation for the talk. Last year, I remember CNN legal analyst Laura Coates had suggested MLK's letter from the Birmingham jail. And this year, Justice Alan Page was able to join us, and it was such an honor to interview him. I personally moderated the conversation, and two of the codes of MLK that he had suggested had to do with dealing with neighborly divides and the collective shared stakeholdership all of us enjoy as being a part of a community. And I had a chance to talk to him about his career with the Minnesota Vikings, his time as a Fighting Irish, and his time in the Chicago Bears. But more importantly, and relevant to me and my colleagues, I had a great opportunity to talk to him about his time as a legal professional, and both here in the Twin Cities and especially in the Minnesota Supreme Court. He spent close to 20 years, over 20 years as a Supreme Court justice, and it was a deeply thought-provoking and inspiring conversation to hear from his perspective as an African-American man, as a professional football player coming up during the time of the civil rights, mid-60s, early 70s, and his gentle experience as a legal professional navigating Twin Cities legal market, and his time, of course, at the Minnesota Supreme Court as one of the associate justices. I just wanted to share this amazing opportunity that I've had to experience, have had a chance to experience at Minnesota Law. And I hope I get to see you here in Mondale Hall in a few months. Feel free to let us know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.